show President Tinubu that his presidency of the country is only to the extent that it serves the people. Once he refuses to do that, the people have the right to revolt against him. And that is what we have demonstrated over and over again. And we must commend ourselves. When all of us left our houses on Thursday, 1st of August, when I left my house, I know that about myself. I never imagined I would return home. And if I did, I never expected that I would return in one piece. In fact, I made sure to ensure all my underwears are okay and perfect. So that even if they naked somebody will not now turn to social media men that look at Soweto's boxer. Because that was what they were actually planning for us. Because comrades who have been following our engagement, especially the interview that I granted on News Central on Wednesday night, the eve of 1st of August, alongside with the national youth leader of the All Progressive Congress, that your history. You would understand that they actually had a plan to beat all of us up, even possibly to kill some of us and abduct some of us. But here we are today. Not only did we march from the under bridge to Ojota, while a number of other comrades also held Alausa, we are consistently gathered in that place for 5 days, thwarting any attempts by the police and thugs to prevent us from gathering. In the process, we have suffered a whole lot. Many of us have been beaten, several of us have been injured. But what gladdens my heart is the resilience of all of us. I've seen people who are beaten blue-black, who could hardly walk because of their injuries, returned back to the barricades the next day. I've seen people who have been beaten twice. And I've seen somebody whose head was split open by a police battery while he was walking home after a day of peaceful protest. But that same person, despite the pain from the stitches he got, was back at the barricade by 7 a.m. the next day. These are the kind of things that inspires me, that lets me know that this is a struggle that we must wage and win. But that even if in the process of waging this struggle, some of us have to pay the price, including imprisonment or death, these movements will not die as a result of that. We have amongst us different layers of people who are going to take up the gauntlet. And that is what a movement is all about. It's not about one person, it's not about two persons. It's about all of us prepared to put ourselves forward as soon as the political task is set upon our shoulders. So, comrades, this meeting has not yet started. This is simply an appetizer to try and enjoin all of us that regardless of what has happened over the past few days, that we are gathered here today, despite all of the police cordon they are put about, is again an indication that we are never going to consider our rights to freedom of assembly and freedom of movement under this President Tinubu's civilian dictatorship. We have told the president that he has no right whatsoever to ask us to suspend our protest. He is named the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Nobody named him the commander-in-chief of myself. Nobody named him the commander-in-chief of Nigeria youth. He is the commander-in-chief of the police, of the army, of the DSS. He should continue to command them. We are our own commanders. We decided to hit the streets in a 10-day protest. Only us will suspend our protest if we wish to do so. And I think that has been demonstrated copiously so far. So that comrades, nobody therefore should be afraid. Let's begin to make those calls to those to our people and send messages. And I believe that in the next 30 minutes or so, we should be able to start this program officially. We want to appeal to the journalists who have been gathered since 10 a.m. We know that alongside us, we have also gone through a lot of pain. Many of you have not slept over the last few days just because of this movement. And we appreciate it because your presence is possibly why the worst has not happened to us. Because despite the madness of the regime, there's also the way they are afraid of the media. They are afraid of cameras. And that's why some of you are frequently falling victims to them. They are beating a lot of journalists, they have harassed them, they have broken their equipment. I'm sure that your union and other organizations that are devoted to media engagement are assembling all of these facts and figures. Yesterday in Abuja, I met someone from the National Human Rights Commission, and I told him that after these 10 days of protest, we have to report to that commission, as well as all of commissions across the world, about the infringement of human rights, as well as crimes against humanity that the Nigerian government has committed over the past few days. So nobody should think that whatever they have done it, and nothing else would happen. We are going to follow up on all of that, so that for our media people, your issue will also be part of those issues that we are going to ensure that we put forward in the engagement that will come even after the end of the 10 days. So comrades, let us brighten up, even though today is a day for our martyrs. They died for all of us, but it could also have been us. But a society, a nation, is only built on the basis of sacrifices of those who are willing to dare. I am happy that I'm part of this generation that is prepared to dare the odds and fight for our rights. Thank you very much, comrades.